Yo, what is good, YouTube? I'm Richie Kim, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on Aaron Gordon's takedown model line. This is the AG Zen 6 by 361 Degrees basketball. Before we get into it, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this one. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the AG Zen 6 features a full-length radial traction pattern. There's a bunch of radial patterns on this shoe, on the outsole, and the traction on here is actually pretty damn good. If you're playing on your clean courts, you're really not going to have any issues. The bite is very good. Really no issues on clean courts. On dustier courts, I would still say it is overall pretty damn good. You might have a slide to a stop here and there depending on how dusty your court is and if you let the dust accumulate on the shoe. As you all can see, there is still some dust, and this is after wiping. This does pick up a little bit, so maintain the wipes on those dusty courts, and I honestly think you should be okay for the most part. Overall traction was pretty good. I wouldn't say it is the best traction, but it is still very good. So moving on to the cushion, the Zen 6 features a full-length Energy X Plus midsole, and you actually have a pod or an insert in the forefoot of Quick CQ Tech. And the cushion in here is very, very nice. For me, it is a little bit too comfortable. It just provides a good amount of impact protection. You get a little bit of bounce out of it, but I wouldn't say you feel low to the ground. You definitely lose out on a little bit of responsiveness. But like I said, the trade-off is this is an extremely comfortable shoe, which is awesome because this is his budget model line, right? And the cushion is actually very, very nice in here. So if cushion is something that you like something very comfortable, a lot of impact protection, this is going to be a solid pickup for you. The midsole, the cushion setup in here is just very, very nice. For me, obviously, like I said, I do prefer something a little bit more responsive, low to the ground feeling. But this is definitely a nice change up if I'm trying to recover, or I'm just trying to just chill a little bit. I don't need to play too hard. This is definitely something that I would play in. It's that comfortable. But yeah, it's just not my preference in terms of a cushion setup and for overall use. So moving on to the materials, the AG Zen 6 features a bunch of different materials. You are going to have this mesh, you're going to have fuse. You also have this nylon-ish material as well. You have a mesh material around on this inner portion around the heel, and then when you move to the tongue, you do have a mesh tongue. So yeah, like I was saying, there's a bunch of different material usage on here. And for the price point, I honestly think the material usage is great. It's gonna be very, very durable. You get a lot of structure out of it, and it does the job in terms of the performance very, very well. Moving towards the tongue, this is kind of like an inner booty, but it is open mesh tongue. You do have it is foam backed. So you do have a decent amount of padding. If you do like to crank down your laces, you won't really feel the laces digging into the top of your foot, which is great. But yeah, overall, the material usage on here, it does not feel like a budget shoe for the most part. So yeah, I think the material usage on the AG Zen 6 was actually pretty damn good. So moving on to the fit, I would say that the Zen 6 does run true to size for the most part. I'm a slightly wide footer, I went true to size, and I personally had no issues. I would say it is probably just a little bit snug up in the toe box area, but that's not a bad thing or anything. It does enhance the overall fit, which I do like. I felt very comfortable, very secure, very snug in the shoe. There's a lot of padding in the heel area as well, which feels very, very good. Overall, I do think that the fit of the shoe is good. And I think true to size is the best bet for most of you. If you have wide feet, maybe go up a half size. But honestly, I think true to size is going to be the best bet for the most people. So moving on to the support, I thought the support in here was very, very good. You do have an internal heel counter. You do have like great heel sculpting too. So I didn't have any heel slippage in the shoe. You also feel very, very comfortable and locked in. As far as side-to-side movement goes on the footbed, you're not going to be having any issues there as well. You actually have this rubber piece that does wrap up onto like the upper of the shoe, which kind of acts like a pseudo container for your foot, which basically helps enhance that fit and support so you're not sliding around on the footbed. When it comes to hard lateral movements, you're going to be covered there as well. You have a fairly wide base, and you do have like a tiny little outrigger right here. It does protrude out. The rubber actually protrudes out. I wouldn't say this is the biggest outrigger, but I would say, I guess it gets the job done, because I never had any issues of instability on those hard lateral movements. And then in terms of the torsional rigidity and stability, I would say this is fairly stiff and rigid. You're going to be covered there. Like I said, you do have like this plastic piece, which is kind of stiff. And then you actually have this right here, which is like the shank. And yeah, I mean, it does the job. Like, you aren't going to be having any issues there. This is Aaron Gordon's shoe after all, and he's a big dude. So I would expect the support to be pretty damn good in the shoe, and it is. So the 361 AG Zen 6 retails for $110. And for $110, I think that is a great price for the shoe. The fact that this is Aaron Gordon's like budget line or takedown line, like, I think the amount of tech that's in here for that price point is really, really good. Like, the cushion setup is just not something that you would normally find in like a budget line shoe. And for 110 bucks, like, that is kind of in that budget line territory. Obviously, I would say it's like on the upper end of budget line. But yeah, I mean, it is very, very comfortable. The traction is good. The rubber is actually very hard. So if you do want to use these outdoors, I think you should be okay. But yeah, I mean, I personally just tested indoors only. And I think for the most part, it was pretty damn good. So yeah, overall, everything about this shoe is very, very good. $110, can't really complain. The only people that really won't like this shoe as much are people that really want something light on their feet. They really want to feel quick, shifty, low to the ground, responsive. Like, this is just not that type of shoe. This is more on the cushion side, like more impact protection, you know, that type of cushion setup. So if being quick and shifty is what you want, this is probably not going to be the best. There's definitely going to be better shoes out there for that. But, you know, if you do want to be comfortable and you just want to overall, you know, like solid performer, the Zen 6 is a solid pickup. If you all did want to buy a pair of these, I'll leave a link for you down in the description box below. But that's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all like this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. And please hit that thumbs up button for me and leave a comment, as it really does help me out. Check out these videos over here, and that's pretty much it. Till next time, peace.